Welcome to the MOOCs course Community Engagement and Social Responsibility. Today we will discuss Unit 2 entitled Community Engagement in Entrepreneurship. This whole unit is divided into two modules. We will discuss Module 1 focused on participatory rural appraisal, Jugaad and self-help groups. In the second part of Module 1 of Unit 2, we will study participatory rural appraisal, its components and techniques. In the previous part, we studied about the rural communities, its stages. So, participatory rural appraisal is a method of incorporating rural people's knowledge and opinions into the development and implementation of initiatives by some non-governmental organizations and other entities. So, PRA, in simple words, if we define PRA, in this, we have to interact with the rural villagers, we have to contact them, we have to share the knowledge with them, we have to get the ideas, the data from these rural peoples on which we can develop them and how we are going to implement any initiative. This all can be done only the knowledge provided by these rural villages. PRA's fundamental strategies includes involving and understanding a group of people through learning and feedback session. So for this learning process, we have various methods. So first of all, we have to collect some data, and the data can be collected in various ways. Like first way is household survey. So we have to go for door-to-door household surveying. We have to collect data, how many of them are living in the rural areas, what type of work they are doing for their livelihoods, and what are the basic problems they are facing. The second way of collecting data is by the Rural Tourism Department. So we can collect some data from there also. The third way of collecting data is by the Panchayat, the BDOs. From there we can also collect some data. The fourth way of collecting data is by some of the ministerial websites through which we can get that data. All of these tools can be used for collecting that data, but these tools for collecting data are very much time consuming. If we go for household survey or if we are going for door-to-door collection of data, it will consume a lot of time. So, what we can do for collecting data? So, in this regard, we can use this participatory rural appraisal method in which we can involve the rural peoples for their development. Community develop their own skills needed to address issues, analyze options, and carry out activities. So we have to engage these rural peoples or the community, and they will address their issues, their problems, and we will provide some solutions to them. They will analyze those solutions if they are feasible for them or not, and carry out them activities. So this approach is basically for the rural community, by the rural community, and with the rural community. So in this we are doing these development programs basically for these rural villages, and this whole data collection will be done by these rural villages, and we are working with these rural villages. So this participatory rural appraisal have various components. These basically have five main components. First is people. So people is basically the local community which we are going to work with, and these local community or these rural community is providing us knowledge, they are working with us. Second thing, the knowledge, the what type of knowledge they are giving us, the problems, the solutions, all of these come under the component of PRAT. The third thing is the participation. The people should have some activating participation. They should participate actively in all these type of data collection, the activation plan. Now, according to the problems we have designed, the solutions, now we will plan for that. And if once a planning has been done, then the action will be taken accordingly. So all these components work, and these all components is basically or will be done by the rural villages or some outsiders. Participatory rural appraisal is the combination of various approaches. There are five approaches. One is share, the sharing of the knowledge by the villagers to the outsider. Enhance, enhancing the knowledge. if we found that we can solve their problems, so we will give them ideas how we can enhance their knowledge, how we can going to increase their knowledge. Then analyze, how we are going to analyze their problems, how we will have to find the solution for that problem. And then planning, how we are going to plan for those problems and then act accordingly. For a success of a participatory rural appraisal, it basically lies in two main components. One is decentralization and second one is empowerment. Participatory rural appraisal principles. There are 6 principles of participatory rural appraisal. So now we are going to discuss one by one all these principles. The first principle is field-based appraisal undertaken by a multidisciplinary team. In this field-based appraisal, we are basically having a group of people of 3 or 4 members who are going to survey the rural areas, who are going to collect the data or who are going to interact with these villages. The second one is flexibility and informal. In this flexibility, the role reversal has been done. So in this role reversal, what is going to be have? The outsider will act as a listener and the villager will act as a source of knowledge. So in this flexibility, we are going to learn from those villagers because they are living in that area, so they know that area very well. The third principle of participatory rural appraisal is right attitude and behavior. So this right attitude is basically the sharing and interacting. We should be patient, we should relearn, reverse learning, we should have respect about the villagers, and the fourth principle is optimal ignorance and appropriate imprecision. In this we have to ignore the unuseful data. We are getting a large amount of data from the villagers, so we have to ignore the data which we are not using and which is not useful for this program. So the optimal ignorance and imprecision is very much required. The next principle of this PRA is on the spot analysis. In this, the data which we have collected should be spelled in the presence of the rural villagers. It should be discussed in their presence, and if they found any discrepancy in this data, so we can avoid that or we can correct it. Offsetting biases and being self-critical. The last principle is the triangulation. It is a multidisciplinary approach in which we can cross-check the data. In this, if we are having any data, we should see that data from 3 different perspectives. Like one is observation, what we are observing, what an observer is observing about that data. The second is the participant comments. What type of comments they are giving, what they thought of these data. And the third thing is the question and responses. So we should have conduct some questionnaires and we can collect these responses from them, and then we can observe or we can cross check the data again and again, and then we will finally prepare the data. So these are all about the principles. So these are the 6 principles of participatory rural appraisal. Hence, in this part, we discussed participatory rural appraisal, techniques and its components. In the next part, we will continue with the techniques of participatory rural appraisal, its benefits and various rural development programs and its principles. Thank you.